Okie dokie. So here I have my own notes as to what the hell to do. For reference, I kind of cleaned up my desktop, so I'm going to sort that by kind. And what we're going to do is open up our terminal. Actually, I'm opening up iTerm because it's a prettier terminal in my opinion. And then we're going to create a folder. So first we're going to direct our terminal into our desktop. So what we're going to do is cd desktop, right? So that's going to change this into like whatever my MacBook Pro desktop, right? Now we're going to create a folder, and we can do that by doing mkdir. So I'm guessing that stands for make directory. I wouldn't know. I'm just guessing. I'm inference, After you do mkdir, you can go ahead and write whatever and create your new folder. I am going to name it. We are going to name it HTML Boilerplate. So this right here would create a folder called HTML Boilerplate. And also, fun fact, you can also create multiple folders using just this one line. So I'll just press space and say folder 2, right? And then I can do folder 3. And this should create 3 folders. We only need one, like the HTML Boilerplate, because that's what the Odin project's requesting, but I saw something and it said this should create 3. Look at that! Boom! That is crazy. We just created 3 folders using the terminal. Isn't that so cool? Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've never created 3 folders at once and got to name all of them. I mean, I would do this and then this to create all the 3 folders, but that's just neat. Anyways, now what we're going to do is create a new file within HTML Boilerplate. So to access that, we're going to change directory. One more time, it's cd, and then since we're already in the desktop, we can just do HTML Boilerplate. And now we are in the HTML Boilerplate folder. So there's nothing, absolutely nothing in here. So what we're going to do is touch, and then quotation marks, and create a new file called index.html. I could do index.text or whatever, but we're doing index.html. So if I go ahead and open this up, right, it's nothing. Let me do this so y'all see the live update. If I hit enter right now, it's going to create index.html. Boom! Yo! Look at us creating documents. We be creating documents out of nada, you feel me? Look at that. There's nothing in there. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and edit this stuff. But first, let me look at this Odin project thing and what it's telling us to do. Open HTML and add doc type to the very first line. Okay, we will go ahead and do that. So what I'm using as my text editor, I have several, there's brackets as well as, text edit, and then there's also VS Code. Use the one that's best for you. The Odin project is suggesting we use VS Code or Visual Studio Code, but I kind of like brackets, so I'm going to go ahead and open up that. The reason for that is because, look at this. This shit's sexy as hell. Like, look at that interface. Kiss. I'm going to exit this pane so we can only have index.html. I only want to work with that. The latest version of HTML is HTML5, and the doc type for that version is simply... Okay, now that we've created our doc type HTML, we're going to go ahead and start off with our opening tag, HTML length equals EN, English. So according to, oh, look at that. You see how it automatically completes our closing tag? Isn't that nice? I know VS Code as well as other text editors, IDEs, whatever, do this. However, if you're using a basic text editor such as TextEdit provided with Mac, because you can also do this with TextEdit, but it won't do the autocomplete for you. And look, it's color-coded. That's just pretty. So this is practically specifying the language of the text content in this element. So, if you were writing a web page in, I don't know, Tagalog, I guess you would do PH. I wouldn't know. Or French, FR. But we are writing in English, so we're doing EN. So I went ahead and kind of copied everything that was going on over here from the Odin project. And now look at this. We have our first web page. So the title is what is going to populate on your tab. So let's say I can name this the title for tab, and then here in our body is what is going to be displayed on the actual web page, and I will say title on web page. Now if we go ahead and save that, as you can see, we actually see a live preview. We don't need to do anything else. So that's one of the awesome things about brackets, is the live preview of title. And if I save this right now using Command S, you'll see the live changes live. Command S. Oh, isn't that awesome? Man, quit playing. So Odin gave us a mission to actually recreate everything that we learned so far. So let's First things first, we create the doc type, right? So opening tag, exclamation point, doc type, HTML. I believe that's how it's supposed to be done. And then after that, we are going to create our HTML tag. And then within our HTML file, we will create both a head as well as a body. So body. Now, within the head is where our title would go, right? So that's going to be title. And then this is, I'm using quotes, I'm used to Python. Anyways, this is what is going to preview on our tab on Google Chrome or Firefox, whatever browser you are using. In this case, I will just say our tab is title, haha, no. My first web page, yay! And then there's also the meta tag, which I believe it's where the char set lies, and we did UTF-8. Okay. Now, I'm wondering, does the language also go here? I want to say yes. I am not 100% sure. Look, here's the beauty about the real world. In the real world, like if you're working, you could actually search these things up, right? Let's go ahead. You don't need to test yourself. You just tab out. Where does the lang set go? It's next to the HTML. So what Rosalie does is useless. Not really. It's a learning experience, but okay. We're going to double check our sources. Actually, you know what? We can forget about that for now. It's not quote unquote necessary for your web page to run. It's useful for web searches and filtering, like what Google does, you know. So we're going to leave that out for now. let's mark that as 1 point off, or just a learning thing. And then in our body is where everything shows here. So we're gonna add a header, and we will title that Hello World. So, you know, there's several different header thingamajiggies, and then here we could say smaller text, you know. So if I go ahead and save this, it should be functioning, all functioning, right? Everything is there. Cool beans. Now there's also paragraph, small text, which is practically the body of thing. So we kind of followed along with the Odin projects thing. We figured out how to create the HTML boilerplate without looking. So make sure you go ahead and keep on practicing that for muscle memory. So I'm going to watch this later, but let's go ahead and run our boilerplate through this to validate it. Click on this, paste that, check. No errors or warning to show. We did it. We are great. We are amazing. Go you. 你太牛了. You rock. You rule. You're amazing. You're great. I'm learning Chinese, Mandarin. So, yeah, no. I think that is all for this whole snippet. I am tired. My back hurts. Anyways, if you enjoyed following me along with my journey, please leave a like, subscribe, comment. Love me. I am trying to reach the goal of 600, but first, you know what? Let's go ahead and reach. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Let's reach 550 for now. I think I'm at 520 something. About. How do I check? I'm at 527. Let's go ahead and reach the goal of 550 subscribers. If you do that, you're amazing. That's all. 再见. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.